get offended when somebody is trying to disprove what you believe to be true, right? Then this video is for you. And I hope this video finds you. So I was thinking about this earlier today when I was at work. And if I were to take somebody who believes in ghosts, right, and then I bring them to another person who doesn't believe in ghosts, the guy's like, hey man, ghosts are real. And the other person is like, no, ghosts aren't real. This person is being challenged in a way where they feel what they believe is slipping away from them slowly, right? But why is that? Because the mind is what upholds the identity, and the identity is what upholds the belief, right? And what they think is to be true, whether it's an idea, whether it's a concept, whether it's a belief of some sort, right? So essentially, this can shake people up inside, right? This can upset people, this can offend people, this can hurt people's feelings, because like I said, what they feel inside, what they feel to be true, is now going to feel as if it is slowly slipping away from them, right? And they're slowly losing that. When somebody tries to disagree with what they believe in, or try and disprove what they believe in, even though you can't prove that ghosts are real or not, it's just a concept, right? As many other concepts. So the thing is, when you tell people what they believe in isn't true, then they're going to get upset, because it has to do with their identity. Their identity is what's holding on to what they think is to be true, right? They identify with what is true and what isn't true. It's no different than switching up the roles, and then the first guy, both guys now believe that ghosts aren't true, or ghosts aren't real. Yeah, man, ghosts aren't real. And the other guy's like, yeah, I believe you. I see that. Like, ghosts aren't real. Cool. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's offended. Nobody's bothered by that. But if you switch that around to where the first guy believes in the ghosts and the other guy is saying, no, bro, there are no ghosts, then we're gonna have some issues. Because the first guy identifies with the belief that ghosts are real, since the other guy is challenging that belief, or trying to tell the guy that's not true, ghosts are not real. This goes against his identity. This is trying to disprove his very own identity, right? But he values his identity so much. He cares about his identity so much. He upholds himself so well. He puts so much thought into the way he upholds himself and takes care of himself and makes sure that he brushes his teeth, right? He flosses. And he works out, right? Because he cares about the image that he's upholding in the character and the person that he's portraying himself to be when he steps outside of his house and he has to interact with other beings that are doing the same thing as he is. He's trying to disprove or basically tell the other guy that his identity isn't real, right? He gets it mixed up. Because if he's telling him that his belief isn't real, well, now he's saying that his identity isn't real, right? And that's like, hey man, that hurts. I don't appreciate that. That's not true. You're delusional, or you're this, or you're that, because that hurt my feelings. And that wasn't nice, what you did right there, by trying to break myself down, my identity down, and make me feel as if I'm lesser, not more than what of which I really am, because I'm holding on and I'm identifying with what I believe in. The more that I can identify with whatever belief that my mind is going to grasp, like my mind is a lint roller, the more I get kind of stuck in this almost like delusion from what I really am, right? So when somebody says, well, I believe that there's a sun, I believe that I'm talking to somebody right now on this camera, right? And I'm going to upload this video. I believe that there's a moon and there's stars, but it's the I that's believing these things. That's why the I gets so tied up in these things. And when you try to tell them that that's not true, that's not right, you're in the wrong, then the I isn't going to like that very much, right? But is it are you the I? Are you the I believe in that moon up there because it's nighttime? Or if the moon goes down and it's daytime, I'm the I that believes that there's a sun right in the sky. Right? That's why the I can maybe get you into some serious trouble. Right? So it doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter what you believe to be true. It doesn't matter what you don't believe to be true. It's always going to be the I that's believing the things to be said true and untrue, in theory, in idea, in concept, right? So you get very mixed up with these things. And what tends to happen is you live in concepts and you live in conceptual thinking and you live with the I so much, you identify with the I so much. So when something goes against your I that you believe in, then it makes you want to check your vision and get glasses, because maybe your eyes are super blurry and you just can't see that correctly.